We are at the Cape
of Disappointment.
And
I'm wearing my mask because it's really, really cold, and I'm breathing this cold air into my lungs, and it's actually hurting. So,
yeah, so get sympathy.
I mean, it's people-y, but it's...
Yeah, I don't think you need any sympathy from our friends in Arizona and Las Vegas where it's like 110 today. Or the people in the San Fernando Valley where it's hitting 100.
Okay, I get it.
It is cold. I have to admit, it is cold.
There's a difference. You can be really, really freaking cold and it hurts cold. Or you can be really, really hot where I'm going to pass out hot.
All right.
There's got to be something in between.
Back to the Cape of Disappointment. So it's not supposed to be disappointing. It's supposed to actually be quite nice. So it's really a beautiful area.
You should have done it yesterday.
Yep.
Yesterday was gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
But there's a sea captain that was one of the first to try to find the Columbia River from the ocean. Not traveling over land, but traveling over the ocean to find Columbia River. And he landed...
Too soon.
Yeah, he landed at the Cape of this Cape and labeled it the Cape of Disappointment, and then turned around and went back.
And he was only like...
I mean, yeah, he...
Was it nautical miles? I don't know.
Yeah, if he went maybe another mile south, he would have been right in the mouth of the Columbia.
Yeah.
So he was right there.
Yeah, he was.
Right there. So kind of blew it on his part. So...
Oh well, so sad. Too bad.
Yep.
You lost.
So we're gonna hopefully get to the point of the Cape here in a minute.
It's a walk.
We'll take a look. Yeah, let's go see. We're now in sand. I hear waves. We should be getting close.
Hopefully.
Actually, if we stop now and turn around, we call this the road on the Cape of Disappointment
Trolling again.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like the guy gets this far and says, "Oh, we hit sand. I hear waves. But you know what? This can't be the right place."
Coming this way.
Wow, yeah. Captain's log, day 3. We've been walking in circles in the sand and still haven't found the beach. How disappointing. Never mind.
What? I like driftwood, so I'm taking a lot of pictures.
No. You'll have to wait till the video comes out.
Oh, nuts. Do not troll me.
I'm not trolling you.
Yes, you are.
I am not. Oh, this is cool. It's a little spruce. Dawn is changing out her lens. Get some photographs of this that I'll plug in. There's this really cool lighthouse sitting on the hill over there. And that mountain way down around there, around that corner, is actually the mouth of the Columbia River. But he turned into this inlet first. There was no way out of it. He turned around and went back. What a maroon. Okay. Alright. There are some people around. It's a little bit more people-y today, but we're keeping our distance. And we have waves on this side. We'll take a walk over there in a little bit. Now this jetty that we're standing on was actually built by the Army Corps of Engineers. I see a lot of people are fishing right off of these rocks. And there's some people down there further down crabbing. Alright, so not disappointed. The verdict is in. We'll go take a look at east side as soon as Dawn comes back. Oh, I think I lost her. Not sure where she went. Well, oh. I see her. She's taking pictures of spruce trees. Way over there. Right about there. So this is pretty cool. This jetty goes out. We have all ocean water on the side. No real waves, but it's funny. Right at the end, we have waves coming in on the other side of the jetty. Yeah, with the wind chill, it did drop down. We're probably hitting around high 40s, low 50s with the wind chill factor. It's supposed to be a high today in the mid 60s. But with all the cloud cover, there's some blue sky trying to poke through. So, and this is 7/11, July 11th. So you kind of get an idea of where we're at. We did want to get away from the heat this winter, or this summer. And that we did. All right, so let's take some more time to look at the ocean. I wish, well, a little too windy for the drone. I almost brought it with me, but I wouldn't have been able to flown. It is a bit windy. Man, that's a nasty looking cross current. If we get up to it, we'll look at it closer. That would be really dangerous to get into. This is the non-wave side. No, the wind did not blow my hat off, but the further I go out on this jetty, the windier it's getting. I don't want to take a chance of losing my hat. So there it is. But this is really cool. We got these cross currents out there that are pretty rough looking. Got a lot of people fishing down here. Haven't seen anyone pull anything in yet, but we'll see. Oh, did you catch something? I think you might have caught something. Let's see. Hey, caught a crab. That's funny. Caught a crab. Very cool. This jetty seems to keep going on forever. Ooh, big wave coming. I'm gonna start heading back. Oops, somebody got a fish. It's a little sun perch. Starting to feel some sprinkles. Don't want to be stuck out here if it does start to rain. But what a beautiful sight. Probably a good idea not to have let the dogs come on this particular excursion. The rocks out here would have been really hard on their feet. And they don't have puppy tennis shoes, but this is already hurting my feet. And I got shoes on, so I can only imagine what those poor guys would have gone through. The rocks are kind of jagged and sharp and very dense in some spots. Yeah, they would not have been able to have done this walk.
Clark Trail.
We are on the Lewis and Clark Trail.
Yes, part of the Lewis and Clark Trail here. I don't know if we're going to take it. Where they're hiking to.
Trails of the Cape. So this actually is trailheads taking you all through the area, which we are not going to do today.
Nope. Not today.
Dawn wore her footwear of choice.
Yes, it is a flip-flop world. Flip-flop girl living in a flip-flop world.
Don't mind her, she even wears it in the snow. And the journey of William Clark. This is a pretty cool monument. The Corps of Discovery. What a group. That had to have been so fascinating. And this is a cool little area down there. So we are on the stomping grounds of the core of discovery. Talk about mountain men of all mountain men. Pretty much jacks of every trade. They helped with the whole westward expansion. I'll take a quick peek down here. What is this? Hey. Well, now that's cool. Back up, get that full view of that. So by the looks of the moss on the roof, that thing has been here a while. We've got these cool little berries. I have no idea what they are. And I'm not gonna find out. I'm not gonna taste them. I'm not sure, but it's got a door on the side, or was a door, and a smokestack. And it's old, look at all the moss on it. Oh, and I'm hearing, oh, look at the birds. Ooh, there's one hopping around down there. Oh, I'll stop moving. There's all these little berries. Some modern piping in it. All of this moss cover. I wonder if this had to, it's almost like a bunker. I don't know. We had, we'll have to find out what this is. And then we got a bay out there of some sort. Too muddy, soft ground. I'm not going any further right now. But we do have an inlet right here. But this is really pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, we got a pipe over here too, covered in moss. This just looked too cool not to resist walking through it.
Yeah. Well, I turned around and you're gone. I had no idea. I'm like, Steve? Oh, Steve. I mean, you were gone this way, right?
Yes, observe the masses and do the opposite. They're all going to the interpretive center. We'll go to the lighthouse. I was so busy looking at the ground, trying not to trip on roots, I missed this. Holy cow. Onward. So we're gonna need a lot of heavy breathing.
Next time, and say, oh, I should probably take my hiking shoes with me.
So, that is disappointing. Cape Disappointment Trail. It is disappointing we cannot go to the lighthouse because that's why we went on this hike in the first place. So, it finally gets its name. This is kind of steep, but it is pretty cool. You know, they could have had that sign at the bottom of the trail.
You think? That would have been like really smart.
Because this seems like a long way to get to the interpretive center. Which, by the way, 99% chance it's closed too. I think they're trying to live up to the disappointment thing. This is beautiful though. So in that part, it's not disappointing. Okay, I'll stop making disappointment comments. Okay. Looks like something you'd find right out of Indiana Jones.
No kidding.
Let's go down and check this
I
out.
wonder if it's like a military
Oh, there's steps right here.
I ain't going down those. I have a hard enough time.
I want to see them. Hold on. Steps. More of your purple flowers.
I know, my purple flowers.
I'm pretty sure this is a World War II military installation. There was a number of them along the coast, and there would be a huge gun turret right here that would aim out. We got a building here now, the interpretive center, but had a clear shot of the ocean behind Dawn on the other side of this building. There's also another fort down the road where hopefully if we have time we'll stop. But it also had gun turrets there as well. So there's a picture of a couple of the guns they would have up on those turrets. The second battery. There's steps over here on my side. There are actually gun holes out the side, so if they ever had enemy take over, they were able to shoot through the gun sights. And an interesting thing, they had a steel door that they could close themselves into that room, besides this large steel door out here. So if enemy came in, they'd be able to shoot from those holes to try to get them off the gun turrets, not to take over the guns. Third turret up here. Yeah, you see the rail up here, they had a big steel door that they were able to close themselves in. And you have the area where they could have mounted the gun. So this was finally abandoned in 1947 after the war. And there's number 3 for the turret number 3. And that many years, all the overgrowth. This is almost like an Indiana Jones find. Imagine what this was like during the height of use. Battery Harvey A. Allen. Battery Harvey Allen.
Low battery, of course.
So there were 3 Army installations, National Guard installations, along the mouth of the Columbia River during World War II. Actually, they started way before that. I think they were built, the original ones were at the end of the 1800s, beginning of the 1900s, through World War I. Recommissioned for World War II. And you had Fort Canby at this location, Fort Columbia just a few miles south, and then Fort Stevens on the Oregon side of the Columbia River, the south side entrance for any boats or ships that would be coming through. The main purpose of these obviously were to defend the coast and the Columbia River from enemy ships. There is rumor that a Japanese submarine was sunk right off the coast as it was trying to get close and enter into our Columbia River. So for this part of the West Coast, this was the forts that were set. All right, next stop, short. We're going to keep this a shorter trip, but we're at Fort Columbia. And we have Army Barracks, and we have another battery installation. This is Enlisted Men's Barracks. You have 2 gun turret sites down here. Okay, this is the second set of batteries in front of that big one we just saw. So we've got 3 turrets there. There's 1 big turret here, 2 more larger turrets in that bunker. And then there's 1 more on the other side of this berm. Between the guns that they had on this side and the other side, they were able to cover the entire mouth of the Columbia River. I'm sure these trees weren't there during 1945, so they had a clear shot over the trees. Pretty cool. They had a gun on either side that had a range of something like 7 miles. So they were able to fire, and they probably could meet somewhere in the middle. So yeah, this is really part of our nation's history. So it's interesting. You got the Enlisted Men's Barracks, The smaller one in the middle was administration. Then you had commissioned officers, and the big house at the end up there is the commanding officer. And right now those buildings in the far back are vacation rentals. They kind of match the same decor. But you had two sets of bunkers, one up close here and then the second one a little further back. I'm not sure what sort of guns they used to fire out from those, but I figure they had quite a range. Pretty awesome. You know, you probably think we don't change clothes in 3 weeks.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna end this video right here. And so don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Well, so are we talking about this was Cape Disappointment?
Yeah, this is all about Cape Disappointment and the military installations.
And which I found the military installations to be very
Military. No.
no, just realizing that on our own coast we had these type of installations.
Oh yeah.
For World War II was really kind of mind-boggling. And I was talking to a very good friend of mine, a history teacher from Las Vegas High School, Dan. Hey Dan. That, you know, it really kind of definitely brought it closer to, not that it wasn't a reality, not that it didn't happen, that we know that, but on our own shores to have this here. And I know we have our military bases, but to see where these guns were and the, you know, everything about it, as you saw in the video, it's just wow. Wow, that's all I can say.
All right, so already said hit subscribe. I think you said to
hit the bell,
thumbs up, and we're finally leaving Astoria, and we will catch you in the next episode. Safe travels.
Sláinte, wear your masks.